Hey there, friends. How's it going today? Happy Monday morning to all of you watching. I wanted to kick off the week with a quick video. Every time that I get to the inbox replying to emails from the weekend on Mondays, I typically am swept away by some of the requests that come in. And typically I back burner them, and I feel bad because some of these, I put the requests on, they grab me, they bite my ear, and I want to do something with it. So this is a quick one. Larry, this one's going out to you. Thank you for your annual membership on my Song Notes website. And you're asking about a Hayes Carll song called Beaumont. Now, Hayes Carll, this Alone Together Sessions album he did during the beginning of COVID, it's an amazing album. I had never heard his music before, but this is mostly, it's all acoustic, and it's him redoing a lot of his older songs, but I just totally dig the vibe. And this is a song that's on that album. I didn't know that I knew it until I put it on, and I connected the dots immediately. So, Larry, I'm going to show you the main melody. That's what you asked about. And everyone else, the mini takeaway here, the lesson du jour, so to speak, is with Travis picking, right? I have a lot of lessons teaching, this sort of finger picking style where your right thumb is bouncing between bass notes. And it's really tricky to play because you have to bounce between strings with your thumb while your index finger, middle finger are playing melody notes. Here's the trick, right? I kind of think of this as Travis picking training wheels. And here's the idea, and Hayes Carll is actually doing this, so this felt like a good match. Instead of bouncing your thumb, right, you can work up to that. But before you do that, what I want you to do is just keep your thumb on one bass string, okay? So for the C chord, for example, instead of bouncing between the 5th string and the 4th string, right, what we're going to do is just keep it on the 5th string. Keep it on the root note of the chord. Then we go to an A minor, right? Then we're going to go to an F, play that 4th string, 3rd fret bass note, then to a G, 3rd string, 6th string, right? 3rd fret, 6th string. You get the idea, but the bass note of every chord. And what this lets you do is it keeps your right thumb's job a lot simpler. And that lets you kind of get a hang of things, right? So if we're going from a C to A minor to F, call it F major 7 maybe, then to a G. And my thumb is just bouncing on one string for each chord. Again, makes it nice and easy to sort of get going with. And if you listen to Hayes Carll play this song, you're going to hear him doing this one thing. His thumb is just bouncing on those bass notes, right? One bass note, no alternating strings. So again, I think of it as training wheels in that it makes things just a lot simpler to play. And what that lets you do is you can learn the melody with your index finger and keep your simple bass note going on, get comfortable with things, get through things, kind of learn the feel of the song. And then after some practice, after some time, you can then bring in the alternating bass note if you want to, right? But that's, again, this is tricky. So let's look at this little exercise right here based on this Hayes Carll song. So what we're going to do is be going between these chords, our C, our A minor, our F major 7 here, right? And our G, okay? And I have a capo on the 2nd fret to match Hayes Carll's playing this live. Hayes Carll. Now, here's the melody, though, okay? The melody is going to be exclusively on the thinnest 2 strings. We're only going to be on strings 1 and 2 here. It's just those 5 notes, right? C to D to E to F to G. Those are the first 5 notes in the C major scale, okay? And that's all we're going to use for this entire thing. And it's really mostly going to be, right? It's going to be those 4 notes for the most part, right? Our G, our E, our D, and our C, okay? Okay, this is all C major pentatonic, right? Now that's going to be the melody note, melody sequence we're going to play for the C, right? For the A minor, whoops. The F major 7, or the F, is going to repeat the same melody we did in the first measure. For the G, we're going to start on this D note and then go D to E to F. This is the only time we're going to play this F note. F is not in the C major pentatonic scale, but we are going to use it from time to time. And the reason we're using it here is it kind of evokes that G7, that sort of G dominant 7 vibe there. But otherwise, you look at my tab here, you're going to notice we're going to have a pinched note. Thumb and index finger are pinching on the 1 count, meaning we're going to play the bass note and the melody note at the same time. And the same thing, we're going to pinch also on the 3 count, right? Okay, and one other thing you're going to hear Hayes Carll's do, I don't really have this written up in my tab, but on the 1 count of each measure, he's going to hammer on the melody note. He's going to play the whatever the melody note string is, you're going to play that string open, and then hammer on the first melody note of the measure. So that C is going to become this. And the A minor is going to become this. And the F is going to become... And for the G also, we're going to hammer on from 0 to 3. Okay, let me play it through a few times and you see what it sounds like, all right? So I recommend y'all putting on the song Beaumont by Hayes Carll. Again, I prefer the Alone Together Sessions version. It's from 2020. It's an amazing album. One of my favorite albums of that whole year. Lots of good music came out that year. So I recommend that for sure. A couple other lessons I have here. My Key of C cheat sheet. This is going to show you, just the notes that are in the C major scale, where those notes are on the fretboard, the chords that belong to that key. And I share this because anytime we're Travis picking, the melody notes are, forget Travis picking, anytime we're playing a song, the melody is going to typically come from the major scale or minor scale of whatever key you're in, right? And it's typically going to be something you can play on the thinnest couple strings when it's Travis picking, because our thumb is doing the bass note stuff, right? And our index finger is going to do the melody stuff. So the Key of C cheat sheet. I also have a Travis picking patterns for every single chord, sort of some go-to patterns you can use, right? Travis picking is one of those things where you can make up infinite number of patterns, but if you just want some simple go-to patterns, this one's going to help you out. So for this song, for example, if we're going between C and A minor and F and G, right? I'm just using a sort of go-to pattern here that's in that lesson I did recently. Then you get a little bit of confidence, and you can sort of add your own little riffs on things there. So that's going to be one you might want to check out as well. But otherwise, I'm going to leave that to you. Larry, thanks again for the support. I hope this finds y'all well. Have a great week ahead. I'm going to reply to these emails. If I owe you a reply, look out for it soon. And most recently, I made a lesson, y'all. Check out for Long Black Veil, the Lefty Frizzell country classic, 1959. Been covered by so many folks. Johnny Cash's version is the one that this lesson I did most recently resembles. But that lesson came out yesterday. It's on my YouTube channel. And yeah, I'll see you on the next one, though. Have a great week. And until then, my friends, take care and bye-bye.